The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the July 28th, the magical Monday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there's having a great day. Let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But even more important than that, and that's this. During this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to send me an email. Send it off to steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. Now, if you're inside our Tiger's Den, well, then any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Magical Monday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. A bit of a mixed bag out here. You got the Dow up 14, S&P up 5, NASDAQ 100 up 83, Russell's down 1, Tranny's up 38, Semi's up 76. Gold's off $28. Silver's down 8 cents. Light sweet crude is up $1.27. Natural gas is off 6 cents out there. We've got the ES Mini up on our screen right now. You'll see that today is going to become bar number 8. That just needs a close of a bar number 4. Tomorrow, bar number 9. We'll need a close of a bar number 5. And if we get that, we'll have a TD9 count topping pattern. Now, that topping pattern would complete on Wednesday, so Wednesday could be the high of that signal. I would expect or anticipate, at least at this stage here, as of 11:08 in the morning on Monday, July the 28th out there, that this would just be a short-term topping signal, probably in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 day retracement out there. But one thing at a time, we first have to get there. If we look at the 30-minute time frame chart, you will see a TD9 count bottom pattern that was negated at 9:30 this morning, and prices trading below profile support. So even though we've been kind of sideways flat here for the last hour and a half or so, there is no, the 30-minute time frame chart does not have any support that I see. The support level, excuse me, the support level is really coming. Now, we haven't looked at the other intraday charts, but the support level that's key and most important is really the one on the daily time frame chart. That's that green oscillator and change line. 64.27 is the print there. We're trading at 64.2850. If price gets below that, the daily time frame will have lost its momentum, and that could suggest lower price, most certainly. Let's go see what I've got on the intraday charts out here. Which charts do we have set up? Luckily, it's the ES Mini. So now we know prices, what the support level. Oh, I take this back here. Hold on a second. We've got new information. Let me just populate it. So we've got a TD9 count bottom pattern that's going to complete at 12 noon. It's confirmed already for the 60-minute time frame. So my question is, what are all the 60-minute time frame charts showing us right now? So let's go find out. We'll go down to that level. It'll take just a moment here to populate, but we're looking for if there's any kind of synergy out there. And in a moment, we're going to find out what the 60-minute time frame charts are telling us. So we know we got our TD9 count bottom pattern on the ES. That just populated. That showed itself. The NQ, not so much. Bar number 7 is the low of the pattern. We're in bar number 9 right now. So on a 60-minute basis, you can still get a TD9 count bottom pattern by 1 o'clock this afternoon. TD9 count bottom on the Dow Equity Future contract. That is completing, as is the ES right now. So we get off the show. Whatever the low of the pattern is for those two time frames, 60-minute for the ES and the Dow equity future contract, we should rally. And the rally should take us up towards 64.43 in the ES, 45.150 inside the Dow. The Russell 2000 does not have the Rhodes, does not have a TD9 count pattern whatsoever. Doesn't have any pattern. It's got A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. Bullish reversal candle would confirm that. But price did, in essence, get down towards, very close to the breakout level of 2264.70. So that alone can be a bottom. So we got a bottom signal we're going to go with on the Russell, the Dow, and the ES for their 60-minute time frames. They should rally. The NQ has not joined that party. Not just yet, but we'll go and take a look at what's going on the NQ itself. So let's close these charts down just to free up a resource or two, and then we'll go back to the multi-time frame ES mini charts. But instead of looking at the ES mini, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put up the NQ, right? Because we couldn't see any kind of bottom signal for the NQ. We already got that for the ES, so give me a second here, NQ. Come on. Alrighty. Oh, shoot, I put in the wrong thing. Sorry about that, folks. Give me a second there. Hey, I did it again? Oh, my goodness gracious. Sorry about that. Stevie's mind seems to be off his game, although I thought it was on my game. Apparently, I'm not on my game. In any event, how about that win by that Lotte Wode out there, FSU player from England, I believe, who won her debut tournament as a women's golfer, won the Scottish Open yesterday in really amazing fashion. She was strong. Down the stretch. How about that birdie in 15 and 16, I think, out there? That was pretty cool. Anyway, we got the NQ charts up on our screen, so stop blabbering, Stevie. So the 2-hour chart had a TD9 count top, and price right now is testing profile support. That's the top of its profile. And that number there is going to be 23,478. So watch 23,478. If we close below that, we could see a move towards 23,384 to 23,424. The 4-hour time frame chart has Rhodes momentum indicator top, and if 23,478 doesn't hold, we're likely to see a move here between the 23,356 and 23,407 level. Now we do have bottom signals on the 10 and really on the 10-minute time frame chart out here. No other on the bottom panel out there. But what's not been able to been accomplished is priced. Well, I take that out. Price right now just trading inside its profile. Key level of resistance is going to be 23,542. Key level of support 23,471. So that's what's going on with regard to the intraday charts, the equity futures. Although we didn't take a look at the daily equity futures, I don't think. Did we? No, we didn't. So here, if you take a look at the daily equity future contracts out there, not much more to add there. The only topping pattern that is in place and active really right now is the NQs, but that would be negated with a close above 23,424.75. So that may unfold today, but it's really the Russell that's got the Rhodes momentum indicator top. The oscillator and change line at 2284 is acting as resistance. A close above that, and we go target the high from July 23rd. A close above 2296.50 negates its topping signals and says we are on the way to higher price out there. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. I'll get a couple of charts set up for some requests that have come in, and we'll be back in just a few.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Most mornings during the last week or so, we have had basically a mixed bag of markets out there, and that's really being perpetrated by these two indicators here: the spot VIX, which is traded below the 50-day exponential moving average, that gives buyers an edge. But the New York Stock Exchange, its advanced client oscillator, is below the zero threshold level. We've been below it for the most part well, I can tell you when, since we've been below it since July 14th out there. So for the last couple of weeks out there, we've had these choppy market conditions, and those are really representative of what we're taking a look at on these two sets of charts. Now, New York Stock Exchange itself, the advanced client oscillator, does have a Rhodes momentum indicator top. Even the nice rally we had on Friday did not negate that signal out there. And what price needs to do is close below its green oscillator and change line 2867 in order to get any kind of traction to the downside out there. So that's really what's causing these choppy market conditions, and they may be here to stay for a bit. If we take a look at where we're at from a seasonal standpoint, we'll pull that set of, or that tool out here. This is a tool that's provided to us by the good folks over at Seasonix. This is a 97-year seasonal cycle. You're very familiar with it. Of course, you're very familiar with the sell in May cycle. That's way back here. So we're not in that. That sell in May cycle, typically, by the way, over 97 years, begins around the first week of May and kind of finishes its business after about 3 weeks. A 3-week move to the downside, 3 bars to the downside. You know what I mean? And this case here, it's showing sideways to higher move traditionally in the time period that we're at right now, which takes us into the September 6th time frame out there. Now, that, of course, is the 97-year seasonal cycle, the plain seasonal cycle. We've got some condiments we can put on top of this, and those condiments being the post-election cycle. So now we take a look at the post-election cycle, this for the S&P 500. This suggests that we should see a top by August 2nd. So what do we got today? We got August 28th. We've got 2 more days before the potential of a TD9 count top. That would take us out basically through Monday or Friday, really, because August 2nd would be on the weekend out there. So we do have, and look, the April 7th bottom, that came in inside the stock market, lined right up with this. So I would suggest, now, if this cycle takes hold, and this one we want to really be paying attention to, because from an analog standpoint, this has been working pretty well for the entire year. There was one section of time where it was off by 8 days, but those 8 days followed through to most of the data points out here. So this is going to be important to take a look at. We know as we enter September, I don't care which cycle we look at, September is typically a poor performing month inside of the stock market. But the question for us is, we've got a daily top lining up. We don't have a weekly top lining up. In fact, we can take a look at, see if I can remember where I put it. Worthwhile to do anyways. Let's see which one's going to pop up here. I'm not sure if this is the NQ, the NASDAQ, or the S&P. It turns out it's the S&P. Stevie guessed right. Okay. Stevie's got his game back. He's got his mojo one more time. I had my mojo yesterday on the golf course. That was a beautiful thing. All right, so if we take a look at the ES Mini, the S&P, bar number 8 of a TD9 count, ES Mini, bar number 8 of a TD9 count, SPY, bar number 8 of a TD9 count. What's not participating is the equal-weighted ETF, and this one we're going to want to be paying attention to. Now, the equal-weighted ETF does have a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. That was first confirmed 2 days ago with that bearish shooting star. That resists level 187.89. We closed on Friday at 187.73, so that is still in place out here. Doesn't need another bearish reversal candle, although you've got a bearish sash candle at the moment in time. Key here is getting back below on the RSP, that is. The equal-weighted is getting back below its oscillator change on 187.02 is the current print out there. So we could ideally, I don't know if it's ideal, but you're looking for synergy here. You'd like all four of these charts to be in agreement with each other for its time frames. Now, again, the daily time frames here are suggesting that we could get some type of short-term top between today and Wednesday out there. Now, the issue is going to be, let's do this here. Now, let's put this up. I'm not sure which index is going to populate here, but what I want to do is put up the indices, the cash indices. So momentarily, great, perfect. We got the S&P 500, which is fits right along our theme here. I love it. Everything in life is happening for Stevie. That's a beautiful thing. So on the weekly time frame chart, and this is what makes me believe, at least at this moment in time, that the analog will separate. And that is the analog suggests we get a top. We've got charts, a daily time frame chart that's suggesting the same. But is it just going to be a 2 or 3 day pullback out there? Let me just open up. Oh, I know. I've got this monthly chart set to like 20,000 days because of work that I was doing over the weekend, and I forgot to reset that. No wonder it's taking its sweet time to complete out here. But look, if you look at the monthly time frame chart, no topping pattern whatsoever. So there's no, other than just being a 3-month move to the upside, no topping signal. The weekly time frame, no topping signal present whatsoever. So the belief here is that without any kind of topping patterns there, the belief is that this would just be a short-term pullback. Now, the short-term pullbacks, at least in this bull market for the S&P 500, have lasted no longer than 4 consecutive sessions to the downside. And the last time that took place was May 23rd. Then we had a three-day pullback. That was on June 20th, and a 2-day pullback July 8th. And then we have not since July 8th, we have not had a 2-day pullback out there. So I do believe that the topping patterns that appear to be setting up inside of the ES Mini and the S&P 500, even the RSP at this stage here, well, that is suggesting it's just a short-term top. Now, if we take a look at the NQ as another example, that's what or the NASDAQ, I should say, that's what charts are going to populate here. So we'll have the the QQEW, the equal weighted out there, along with the Qs. So here, the NDX 100 will negate the NQ will negate a TD9 count top with a close above what's right now bar number 7 on my screen. And that's 23,424.75. The daily time frame chart does not have a topping pattern, period. The Qs do not have a topping pattern, period. The QQEW does not have a topping pattern, period. But it is in bar number 8 of a TD9 count. The others do not have TD9 count signals. They have Rhodes momentum indicator patterns that are triggered, but each of those need bearish reversal candles to confirm a top. So we'll want to watch this certainly closely over the next couple of days. This too would likely move into either a 2 to 4 day retracement out there, but we don't have the signals. We certainly don't have the signals right now. We take a look at the QQEW. Now here I could put up the that's not what I wanted. It was really back here. I could put up the charts for the NDX 100, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put up the semiconductor index because these markets are not going to top until the semis and the NASDAQ 100 tops out here. So just looking for what are the current signals. Now, in the case of the semis, they still have a Rhodes momentum indicator top that is in place out there. That would require a close above the high from July 21st, 5808.60 to negate that signal. Here again, the weekly time frame chart negating its TD9 count top. I forgot to change this. I'll do that during this break here. But I believe the monthly chart is going to show us that we're just trading into its all-time high, and that says that price wants to gun for 59.31.83. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. We got charts for NVIDIA up on our screen. We got no daily, weekly, or monthly topping pattern out here. Yeah, I'm just looking at that. The no topping signal. Well, the only topping signal is the Rhodes momentum indicator that is present on the daily time frame. That requires a bearish reversal candle to confirm a top. Right now, we're trading above profile resistance at 174.25. We start trading above 176. Is going to be all out, acceleration to the upside out there, or at least it should be. It'll have no resistance, daily, weekly, or monthly time frame charts out here. So, that's it. It's full steam ahead out here right now, John C. Inside the Tiger's Den, we take a look at NVIDIA. Let's go look at SGMO. This is for Dan inside the Tiger's Den. SGMO trading has an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. Now, if we did, you got a little gap to the upside out here, Dan. So even though this looks like a shooting star candle, it's also a gap to the upside. Now, of course, I don't know what the candle's going to look like at day's end. But the point that I wanted to make is the body of the candle needs to be, or the wick of the candle needs to be more than 2 times the size of the body of the candle, and you really can't have much of a lower wick out there. So if we were to trade lower from here, and if we close that gap, you could still get a bearish shooting star candle. So just going to have to be paying attention to it. But right now, I would really have to start going down in the intraday charts, which I'm sure you've done, to see, there's been a decent turn, right, from 70 cents down to 62. So, it looked like a decent move to the downside on those intraday charts out there. But that's what I see on the daily. On the weekly time frame chart, what you have out here, Dan, is price dealing with resistance. That's the top of its profile. That's at 63 cents. So we tested it last week. We rejected it. We're right below that right now. And I don't think the monthly is the one that's really coming into play here a whole lot. The bottom of its profile is 59 cents, but I think it's more the daily and the weekly that are trying to give us a signal out there. So that's what I've got for SGMO. Let's see if I can provide you with any better information for ALLR out there. Not that that information was bad or anything, but let's take a look at with the gap to the upside. Makes it a little bit more complicated today to identify that candle. Tomorrow we'd have more luck. If we take a look at ALLR, this has a confirmed A to B equals CD pattern to the upside out there. Price projection I get is somewhere around $1.27. The B point was taken out with volume. The B point, the volume was July 23rd, 1.9 million shares, taking out the B point, which had 527,000 shares out there. So you've got that A to B equals CD. Now, price has, is trading into its swing point from back on April the 30th out there. And there was 2.6 million shares, 2.6 million shares. Today, we're up with 926,000. That's a 3 million share day. So we're moving to that swing point with lighter volume. But we've got that confirmed A to B equals CD. What I can share with you, at least at this stage here, is resistance is going to be up at the 123 mark out there. The weekly and monthly charts are irrelevant. Nothing that we can do there other than take a look at consecutive moves higher and lower out there. So since the June 13th level, things are looking pretty steady for ALLR. So Dan, I hope that helped out with the SGMO and ALR. As always, I really appreciate your support out there. Nitram wants to take a look at ticker symbol ASPI. Let's take a look at it. If we take a look at ASPI, this has what? I've got no daily top out here with price above profile and oscillator and change line resistance. Increases the odds of a further rally. The weekly time frame chart has no topping signal. That would need a bearish reversal candle to confirm a Rhodes momentum indicator top. And the monthly chart looks very good, too. So ASPI, this thing, is it taking out a swing point on a monthly basis with volume? The swing would be November of 2024, 159 million shares. This month, 87 million shares. So it has not taken out with swing the swing point with volume. Just means we haven't gotten a confirmed A to B equals CD pattern to the upside out there. But everything here points to higher price for ASPI. So Nitram, thanks for that request. Hope that helps you out. And let's go take a look at ticker symbol SR. Good initials there. This is going to be for Piper inside the Tiger's Den. And Piper, you've got SR trading out at 75.67. It is likely this losses momentum. It's back below its green oscillator and change line. So that's telling us this lost momentum. This would be day number 2 to the downside, and that could be a bottom. You have profiles that are below where we're trading, so that's actually a bullish signal out there. Where would be support if it does decide to continue to move lower, maybe for 4 consecutive days? I would say the key level of support you'd be watching for is somewhere between 74.26 and 74.63. 74.26 is the spot where a counter trend move to the downside would come to an end. So that's why you want to pay attention to that, because if you're to close below that, there's something else going on. On a weekly time frame, it's a consolidation between profiles. That's a range of 70.54 at support and quad 7, 77.77 for the weekly time frame. The monthly time frame chart does negated a TD9 count top out there. It's just trading with inside profile. The range there is 63.39. The center's at 70.69. The top is at 79.81. So at this stage here, I'd say with regard to SR, if it's going to keep its bullish ways out there, then it's going to bottom today. The 2-bar pullbacks. What we've seen ever since the low out there on May the 14th have been 2-bar pullbacks out there. And today being the, 1, 2, 3, 4, this would be the 5th one. So it works until it doesn't work out there, Piper. So I hope that helps you out. And as always, thank you for your request. Mohammed writes in, and Mohammed would like to take a look at ticker symbol Titan, TTAN out. Oh, that was AMD. Somebody wanted to look at AMD, I think. Yeah, it was Piper. Sorry, I didn't put that down. Well, I sort of did. I didn't. I had it down in the charts. So, Piper, let's take a look at AMD here. Daily time frame, no topping pattern whatsoever. Weekly pattern, no topping signal at all. But price is moving into a swing point. That's a swing point from October 11th. 224 million shares traded that week. We're at 40 million shares right now. So it does look like price moving into that swing point with volume. And that says that price should at least test the high, 174.05 out there. Not that that's going to stop it. There's no topping signal. And on a monthly time frame chart, what is being communicated to you and I is price wants to make a run for 187.28. That is its TD9 count breakdown resistance level out here. This is going to be the 3rd month up in a row. We saw the last time we had a nice rally was 4 months up in a row to go ahead and make that high that price wants to trade into. Now, that swing point is April of 2024, and the volume there was 1.2 billion shares, and so far we're at 914. We still have a few days left of trading out there. So AMD looks good, bullish, daily, weekly, and monthly. And now you've got an upside price target out there. So I hope that helps you out. Now, let's go take a look at Mohammed's TTAN out here and see what this is doing. It is going to complete a daily TD9 count topping pattern today, Mohammed. And what that says is that price should pull back to its oscillator and change line. 114.58 is the print there. I don't have any kind of topping pattern on the weekly, or do I on the monthly time frame. So this may just end up being a couple-day pullback, 2 to 4 day pullback that sets that green oscillator and change line at the 114.58 level. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. Things have improved just a little bit in the equities out here. The only thing trading to the downside is Russell. It's off 4 points right now. The New York Stock Exchange also down. That's down 95 points. The other U.S. indices to the upside, Dow's up 13, S&P 5, 74 for the NASDAQ 100. The transport's up 58, semis up 70 points right now. Let's go to our next request. This comes in from Mohammed as well. Lemonade is what we're going to take a look at. Ticker symbols LMND. No idea if it's lemonade or not. But if we take a look at it, what it is doing right now, it's trading with inside its daily profile, and price is testing the bottom of that profile, which is at 38.34. It's traded into a swing point from back on July 14th. Volume there is 2.3 million shares. We're into 900,000 shares. So that's more than a 2 million share a day as price pushes in that swing point. So even if support holds, 38.34 profile support, we're going to be back down and likely would test that low. That low being 37.66. That's a daily time frame. Weekly has a TD9 count bottom pattern with price trading into its buy zone. The weekly buy zone is between 37.98 and 39.83. If price closes below 37.98, well, actually, if price closes below 37.66, not 42. Forget the 42. If price closed below 37.66 and does with more than 9 million shares, that will trigger an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. And that has not happened just yet, but the heck was that? That would give you an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside that would get us towards, but not all the way down there, get us towards the 34 level out there. But it would be below support. So that would require a bullish reversal candle if that were to happen. Otherwise, it would be signaling 27.63. So definite pressure to the downside. You've got profile support. You've got to see if it holds daily and weekly out there. And if it fails, it absolutely tells you that we're headed lower. On a monthly time frame, support would be between 25.98 and 29.33. So that's what we see when we take a look at LMND. Mohammed, I hope that helps you out. As always, thanks for your request. We've got another request here from Fletch inside the Tiger's Den. And Fletch would like to take a look at RIG out here. If we take a look at RIG, it's trading out at 304, an inside bar from Friday. That suggests, inside bars typically suggest that the direction that it was headed should continue. That would be to the upside out there. We are trading above a brand new profile that's attempting to form as well, Fletch. That that is a bullish signal. That profile is got a buy zone at 259 and 265 and resists at 277. We're trading at 304, so we're well above that area out there. Price should continue to rally, the daily chart, that is. Weekly chart, we're trading above profile resistance. We have a profile change in trend, most likely. Most likely means as long as price closes on Friday above 293. That suggests a run for its swing high. That swing high takes us back to June 13th, and that high is at 337. Now, the volume there was 261 million shares. We closed in it yesterday or last week with 150, so light in volume, but we're still above resistance, profile resistance, that is. And then you fall back on the monthly TD9 count bottom, Fletch, and we're trade inside a bullish structured profile. That's the most bullish of all of the three charts out there. Typically, when you close above the center of a bullish structured profile, you will tag the high, and that's at 363. Now, you've got 335 is your oscillator and change line resistance area as well. So somewhere between 335 and 363 is the upside price target inside of ticker symbol RIG. That was for Fletch inside the Tiger's Den. ELO would like to go take a United Health out there. United Health is kind of just been struggling ever since the assassination and everything, and it's just got no daily bottoming signal whatsoever. We've got profiles that have been forming below prior profiles out here, so that's not a good scene. The weekly, as we speak right now, ELO is testing support at 283.56. We closed below that 2 weeks ago. We closed below that last week. Therefore, we've got a profile change in trend to the downside out there. We are trading into a swing point from May 16th, 303 million shares traded. We're trading into a 66. We're trading into a 77. And I'm not going to try to figure out this week's at this stage here. So we are trading into a lighter volume. Nonetheless, support is support. And when you break support, which UNH has done on its weekly time frame for 2 consecutive sessions, only a close back into profile, but really in this case here above its oscillator and change line 288.08 would have us think otherwise, but otherwise price should be headed lower out here. That is ticker symbol UNH, and that was for ELO inside the Tiger's Den. McGuppy writes back in and he says, hey, can we take a look at BHP? And the answer, McGuppy, is we absolutely can. That was the last request that I have for phone or inside the Tiger's Den. If I overlook something in the Tiger's Den, please tell me what that was so I can get those charts up on our screen. No worries. I can always find something to look at. So if we take a look at BHP, trading out right now at 52.24. This formed a sell the D point top. Back on the trading day, just 3 trading days ago, July 24th, with that bearish separating candle out there. The weekly time frame, now did it complete its top out here? It's A to B equals CD pattern. Let's go find out. I don't think that it does. Visually, it doesn't look like it, but my eyes have thrown me off before in the past. Do they this time as well? And the ABC hasn't completed out there. So in the case of the weekly chart, we've got prices traded above profile resistance at 51.47. So that is a good signal. On the monthly time frame, prices trading inside its profile. A resistance point is about where we're trading, 52.07. We're at 52.24. That's the center line. So if price can close above that, significantly above that, Fletch, then we would get the move up towards 56.85 and above that 63.21. So we do have a daily topping pattern. But what price has done out there is price was above the top of that new daily profile that formed on Thursday of last week. We were above that for 2 consecutive sessions. So therefore, if it's only a counter trend move to the downside, price will find support basically in the area where it traded to this morning, Fletch, and that's between the level of 51.73 and 52. Let me give you the right number, 52.25 out there. So that's what I see when we take a look at BHP. I hope that helps you out. And as always, thank you for your request. What do we want to take a look at? I want to take a look at TXN. TXN, Texas Instruments, should be making a TD9 count bottom pattern today for its daily time frame. So let's go find out. It did form bar number 8, I believe, on Friday, but we got to get these charts here to populate. And why do I have 0? What's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, that's because I put in the wrong thing. TXN. Sorry, that little Stevie dyslexia. The cool thing about my system, I don't know about your systems, the cool thing about my system, you put in the wrong data, you're going to get the wrong data. It's a beautiful thing. Now, you're going to get a definite TD9 count bottoming pattern on TXM today. Bar number 9 is going to form. Now, it can get to a lower low tomorrow, but we just gapped to the upside out there today. So what should unfold is price should rally up towards 204.67. Now, you've got TD9 count breakout support at 196.58, but that failed to hold. I can't say that old support is resistance because it never acted as, or never even acted as support. But it's still a level to be paying attention to. The weekly time frame's trying to get back inside his profile out there. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. We began the show. We were looking at the intraday charts there for the NQ, the ES Mini, the NQ. We took a look at TD9 count bottom patterns for the NQ and the ES. You can see on the 60-minute time frame, bar number 9 is forming right now. At the moment, at 11:54, it's a bullish hammer candle. I don't know if it'll be a bullish hammer candle at 12 noon. Does it need to be? No, it doesn't need to be a bullish hammer candle, but it could be hammer time. and tells you that good indication that we should continue to trade higher. So inside the NQ, what we're watching for as we speak right now is on the 30-minute time frame chart. You'd like to see price get above the center of that profile, 23,498. We're 23,497.50, 2 ticks away. Close above that would be good on a 30-minute basis. I would just run to at least 23,514 and 23,549. On the 15-minute time frame chart, you're watching 23,500, 23,510, 23,503 on the 10, 23,522 on the 10. I like the what the 120-minute time frame chart has done, which is having a TD9 count top and holding profile support at 23,478. Now the key number for it is about 23,530. If price can close above that, it'll go target that TD9 count topping out there signal. So on the intraday charts in the top row, things are looking just fine, and the 60-minute time frame chart is signaling to you and I it wants to rally further. Let's take a quick peek here. We don't have much in the way of time. Let's see if I can populate the ES mini charts out there. But I'm sure that that's probably got a hammer candle as well for the 60-minute time frame. Again, that's where the TD9 count bottom patterns were coming from. And yes, at this moment in time, it is the bar following bar number 9. So what price should do here is rally up towards resistance. The ES mini 60-minute resistance level is now the bottom of a profile, and that's at 64.35. And if price can close over 64.35, the ES mini ought to make around about the 64.45, 64.50 range out there. Folks, thanks so much for joining me on Marvelous Magnificent Monday. I'll see you this afternoon with Tommy at about 3:15. If we don't talk to you between now and tomorrow at 11, have a magical Monday. Take care. Be safe out there, folks.